The Department of Correctional Services has concluded that the body found in a Mangaung cell is not that of so-called Facebook rapist Thabo Bester. It says Bester escaped from custody in May last year. The department says there will be serious consequences for those found to have been involved in this escape. Our reporter Heidi Giokos joins us now for the latest. Heidi, this statement coming from the Correctional Service, a short while really after their spokesperson had said to you that according to him, Thabo Bester is dead and everything that's out there in the social media realm was mere hearsay.
Yes, I think that's what's taken South Africans aback is the fact that we had engaged with Correctional Services last week, Saturday, on eNCA after the Police Minister, Begele, confirmed that it is not yet certain or known who the DNA is of the individual that was found in the Mangaung Correctional Service prison cell, that to have been believed Thabo Bester's. We know that his cell caught fire on the 2nd of May 2022. Correctional Services said that that is the cell where Thabo Bester was inside. He was convicted of rape and murder. Correctional Services on eNCA last week saying that they are aware of social media posts doing the rounds that Thabo Bester has been spotted, for example, in Sandton, doing shopping, and they are still investigating. A week later, you have Correctional Services coming out and saying, actually, indeed, the post-mortem reveals that the individual that was found in that prison cell is not that of Thabo Bester, and they are confirming that indeed he has escaped. What I think is important to highlight here is that the post-mortem, according to Correctional Services statement, conducted that the body that was burnt beyond recognition revealed that was an adult male with blunt force trauma to his head. The post-mortem report further revealed that there was no signs of smoke inhalation in the body. We were told that the body was burnt beyond recognition. Furthermore, it uncovered that the pancreas and spleen in the body were in early stages of decomposing. So what does that tell you? Whose body was this? How was that body put in that cell? And the above also tells us that the DNA sequencing of the person identified to be the mother of Bester failed to indicate a common ancestor or match. So firstly, the DNA did not match. Secondly, the body that was actually found in that cell, now according to Correctional Services from the post-mortem that took over a year to be concluded, shows that this body was actually decomposing and there was no smoke inhalation. And upon that report of the post-mortem and the DNA results, they have come to the conclusion that Thabo Bester did not die on the 2nd of May in the cell, as previously reported, and he indeed did escape prison.
They're saying that this post-mortem took over a year to come to a conclusion. Do we know when that post-mortem took place, or is it perhaps that it was concluded earlier and the results of which have only now been made public because there was public interest?
According to Correctional Services, Sinabako Nglumalo, who spoke to us last week, Saturday, the post-mortem report was not out when we had spoken to him last week, Saturday, because I asked the question about the police minister's remarks that the DNA found in the cell of supposed Thabo Bester did not match that of Thabo Bester. They were unable to confirm that it was indeed Thabo Bester. And when I asked Correctional Services about the post-mortem report and why it's taking almost a year, on the 2nd of May, it would have been a year, he did indicate that there have been certain delays and the investigation is still ongoing, and they have to just wait for that report and investigations to be concluded. Now, a week later, we have the results, and according to Correctional Services, the post-mortem indicates this. So they were unable to tell us anything about the post-mortem because apparently it was still outstanding. But now we are being told, I'm not sure if that post-mortem report was always there and it was just never reported on. And now that reports have come out that Thabo Bester has been spotted in public because of the amazing work that Ground Up has been doing. Now suddenly the report has come out, or it was only concluded this week because of the immense pressure that Correctional Services have been under.
What happens next? We've got the statement from the Correctional Services, but lots of questions now still outstanding, especially about the wardens who were on duty at that time.
many questions, many investigations that I think need to happen at this stage. I think what's alarming is that the Department of Justice and Correctional Services indicated just this week that they were unaware of emails that were apparently sent to the Deputy Minister from the public, and I think certain individuals indicating that the emails were actually sent to the Deputy Minister last year, indicating that they believe Thabo Bester escaped and he did not die in that prison cell. So the Deputy Minister will have to answer as to why he did not receive those emails, because we were told those emails were lost and they were never found. Also, we do understand that wardens and correctional service officials at that Mangaung Correctional Service Centre need to answer, how did that body get into that prison cell? How was Thabo Bester able to escape? How did all of this happen under the watch of how many wardens and correctional service officials? So many questions need to be asked, and we have seen from the statement from correctional services that an investigation is ongoing, and they'll have to establish how this happened. But I think many have to answer to, and probably footage to show what exactly happened on that day, because surely there's footage or cameras at this correctional service centre.
Indeed, thank you so much for that update. Heidi Giokos joining us virtually there.